Guys, yo, what's going on, guys? And I'm on my way back from Indianapolis after attending the All-Star Weekend, and we heard that the future of the G League is being reassessed. And I've made videos in the past ever since John Hollinger's article, which we'll talk about in a bit, because I actually met John Hollinger at the G League Showcase in Orlando in December and actually brought that up and we chatted about it. I'll tell you guys that story in a little bit, but let's get right into it. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What basically happened was Adam Silver had a press conference at the G League, not the G League, at the All-Star Weekend about the G League Ignite team, and they've struggled this year. They're going 4-12 in the showcase, and they're 2-19 on the season. They've struggled combined with changing landscapes for the players. The NBA is reassessing the future, according to Adam Silver, and that the NBA is looking at the Ignite project different than when the program was created in 2020. Silver noted that the idea was to give players an additional pathway to the NBA other than going to college or overseas. With the introduction of NIL over the last few years and other financial programs, and just going overseas, players now have pathways that are open to make money while playing for NCAA teams. Silver did note that basketball is now the most participated youth sport in the United States. He also said that it's imperative that the NBA, NCAA, and youth programs work together on how they develop players in the future. Now, I think the biggest thing you need to take away from this is John Hollinger asked them, and the whole thing is, we talked about it, is the G League was just, the player development's bad. They've overspent for fringe players, and it's not been great. And I've always said, if they really wanted to keep the G League players there, they should just offer it that, okay, there's a set contract. If you're a high school player, everybody makes like $250 or $100K. Maybe you make the same as an E10 or whatever, and you're put in the draft pool, and then you're drafted by whatever team that wants to draft you, and then you can enter the NBA draft the following year. Kind of like what TFL Leonard is doing, and Isaiah and Mosley, two guys who were in the NCAA, and then they're now in the G, and they're going to be in the draft next year. So that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts, because it's interesting, as I think it has been unsuccessful, and John Hollinger was right about it. It has not been the most. But look, a lot of these guys look terrible with the G League Ignite, and then when they leave, they look so much better. So for me, I think that's always been a big thing, and it's just really, really, really bad. I think one of the things that it's just the coaches are bad. The players haven't looked good, and then a lot of the players who have started to see some growth, it's taken a little longer than we thought it would. I just thought it just hasn't been, development hasn't been great, and I think that's one of the biggest things, in my opinion, as at this point, we don't know. We look at the guys. I think Jonathan Kuminga is the only one that looks good, and it took him a while to figure out. Jalen Green's looked better this year, but it took him a while in coaching. Jaden Hardy's looks better, but besides that, they're not developing talent that greatly. Well, Dyson Daniels been solid, but he was more developed prior. So for me, I just think it just doesn't make sense. But let me hear your thoughts.